Hi everybody. It's me again. I'm back this time, talking about what uh, originally this channel was all about, and I'm back with another book now. That those two books, I've read them, and I'm done with them, and now I have this other interesting book by a very well-known author. Everybody knows her, and her name is Danielle Steele. Yeah, and then she's one of the best authors, and all her books are very inspiring. I mean, I actually went to CNA because I was actually like not sure which book to actually buy, and I remember I was there for like hours, and even the staff was coming to me and they were like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yes, I'm fine. I'm actually looking for the best thing before I actually walk out of here. I need to know the book that I'm actually going to buy, and the book that I'm going to buy it has to be worth my money." And then yes, as you know, that the channel here is all about literature, and it's all about books. It's all about exploring the mind of these authors that we read their books on. Whether the book becomes a series or whether the book becomes a movie, we have to know what was the actual thought of the author. I'm exploring that. I want us to know why such books like 50 Shades of Grey, why all these people, E.L. James, actually wrote those books for what? What was this? What their reason? Who was their audience? What was their thinking when they talk about that whole sexuality and everything? What was going on in the mind of the writer? And now I'm back with this book. It is by Danielle Steele. It is the number one bestseller, and it's written Beauchamp Hall. Probably there are people who have already read the book who are already knowing what happens in this book, but I just have a little bit of a brief about what happens in this book because I haven't read it myself. I just bought it like I think yesterday. Yeah, I just bought it yesterday, and then yeah, I bought it by 100. It was 180 rand here in South Africa, and then yeah, it actually talks about Winona Farmington, this lady who had a fucked up life or whatever you want to call it. I mean, a very disrupted life and everything. And then she had this series that she always loved, which was called Beauchamp. Beauchamp Hall. And then after being betrayed by her boyfriend and her best friend, she decided to actually buy a one-way ticket to the Beauchamp Hall, where the setting or where it is acted, or the setting of the Beauchamp Hall series and everything. And then what happens there becomes something that is out of the world. And they say that when she goes there, it shows that nobody should see themselves as second best. So I believe that as people, you've one of us or many of us have been betrayed before by our friends, by our boyfriends, by our spouses, and by our families and all those things. And then we know how it feels to be betrayed. Doesn't matter where betrayal is coming from, but we all know what betrayal is and how it makes you feel and all that. And then we have to look at this woman, Winona, actually how she felt when she was betrayed by the man she loved and by her best friend, and what really happens when she goes there to Beauchamp Hall, set in the UK and all that. Maybe we will get to know what actually happened, how she was cheated on, did she have any, is she innocent in all this, or she also had a part, because we always know that there's this saying that it takes two to tango, and then we have to know and we have to explore and to see, was she wrong, or is there something that she did? What did she do to drive these two people together? Or she wasn't just wrong at all. It's just them who are just, wicked in their own way, or they just, however, they were just attracted to each other and they just cheated on her for no reason and all that. And we are going to talk about this book, and today I'm going to start to read this book, and I am going to make sure that I glue my mind, my head, my eyes, my heart, and everything on this book, because it sounds interesting. Just reading from the background at the back, it sounds very interesting. And let's talk about this book, and then continue to subscribe on my channel, and then continue to view my videos, like them, give me comments. Let's talk about this book, and let's see how Danielle still actually explores this book, the Beauchamp, and how she actually got to write it, and what we think the message in this book is really is, and all that. And what is she telling us, or what is it that she wants us to know? Is she trying to tell us that, okay, at some point we're all going to be betrayed? Or is she trying to say that, okay, you can fall down, dust yourself, get up and move on, and just do whatever you want to do, and you will see where life takes you, and all that? Or is it just her plainly saying life is about taking chances? So let us just look at what Danielle still is saying in this book. This is an amazing book. I liked the color. The color was amazing. I mean, it's like what? It's like purple. It's like violet purple and all that, indigo and whatever. It's lilac and gold. It's written in gold names and all that. And I mean, it was so beautiful. And I got hooked to the title, and also, I mean, her, Danielle still. I mean, look at her. Her name is written in very, very bold gold words. So who would miss Danielle still? And there are so many other books of Danielle still that we can talk about. And then right now, let's go and read Beauchamp and see what happens to Winona. Who is Winona? Where is she coming from? And what made her go to the Beauchamp set? And then we talk about what this book is really about. I'm really excited. I'm sorry for all the sounds and all the funny things that I'm doing. It's excitement. When you're excited, you just can't help it. You can't contain your excitement. And you know what they say? Excitement is contagious. So I hope my excitement is contagious about this book, so that y'all can go and read it yourselves. And then when we talk about it, we talk about what we all have read. So let us go and think, and let us go and think what this book was really written for. Why Danielle wrote the Beauchamp. And thank you guys. I love you. Continue to subscribe, like my videos, and until then, adios.